doing the very best you can do every single day. And every time I think of that, I'm reminded of Evelina Hernandez when she was crowned queen for the third time and finally could speak English, finally could say, thank you, it's little gracias. And I remember that I asked her, Evelina, how did you do it? How did you do it? And I think I told you this is seminar. And she said, Mary Kay, I just put that basic set by my front door and every day I would not sleep till I sold it. That's basic. And that's a small accomplishment that turned into a tremendous achievement. Now, I mean, good night. If that's all it takes is selling a basic every day, then why in the world isn't everybody on stage as queen? Because everybody doesn't put the basic by the front door every morning, but put one there and don't you move till you sell it. If you don't sell it, you cannot sleep. Explain to your husband. Sorry. Didn't sell my basic today. I'm sorry. That's a new one. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is believe, sincerely believe in yourself. Remember that William James said that our belief at the beginning of a doubtful undertaking is the only thing that ensures the successful outcome of our venture. He was a very smart philosopher, and he has said so many things that were really wonderful, and that's one of them. So, of course you have doubts. Of course you're sitting there thinking, oh, I don't know, I'm scared. And of course, don't forget we all experience those things, but it's how you overcome those obstacles and those thorns that are on that rose that make the important moments of your life happen. And don't forget that God is there waiting to multiply the blessings that He's already given you. And He has more in store if you will just expect and believe. I want to share something with you that someone sent me the other day, and it is so true. It said that the poor will always remain poor because they don't really believe that God will send them wealth. Think about it. They don't really believe it. And you know, it was very important to me because it happened about a month ago, and the shingles were still present. And I got to thinking, that's true. Here I've been expecting, or thinking, praying, God, please take these stupid things away. But I didn't really believe that He was going to take them off, take them away. And so I changed my way of thinking. I believe you're going to do it. And they left. Do it. Believe. Remember that there are two kinds of people. One finds a way, and one finds an excuse. Don't be that last one. Find a way or make one. Dr. Robert Schuller has that wonderful, beautiful little thing about going under, over, around, or through any obstacle stands in your way until you climb that mountain. And you can. And you're going to succeed, and you know that you are. I've made a little list of some things that you can do to make something great of your life. And the first one is, number one is determine to become a more disciplined person. You know, the person who gets up in the morning and fools away her day, and it's so easy to do, is the person who's undisciplined. Have that 6 most important things list right by your bedside table or in the kitchen or wherever you go first. And start following it and do those 6 most important things and stay on track. And when you've done those, you're going to find your day is full of accomplishment. Delegate important tasks, unimportant tasks, to somebody else. It doesn't matter that you scrub that kitchen floor. Let somebody else do it. You're too smart to be scrubbing the kitchen floor. Would you go home and tell your husband I said that? I'll become very popular. You're too smart to be ironing that shirt. He doesn't know about all the love you put in the collar. Quit. Stop it. Don't do it anymore. Hire somebody else to do it. Spend your time on dollar time, not penny time. Find somebody else who's not as smart as you are to do those unimportant things. You know, as women, we spend most of our lives fooling around, ironing shirts, scrubbing floors. It's important that they're ironed and that the floor be clean. But let somebody else do it. Not you. You're too smart to do it. Did I get that point across? Plan your work, work your plan. Second, dare to believe that you can achieve God's best and highest in your life. He's there to help us. And with his help, you cannot go wrong. With him as your partner. That's why we're where we are today. I really believe that without his guidance, we would not be the strong and beautiful company that we are today. I think that God is using our company as a tool to help women become the people he knows he created. But most of us are held back by fear and by our lack of faith in our own ability. Third, dream a lofty dream. Don't fool around with little stuff. Dream about being a national. Don't monkey around with the little things. Dream about the big dreams. Do you think that Rena, when she was crowned queen, or Gwen, when she was crowned queen, or Sue Kirkpatrick, when she was crowned queen, were fooling around with little dreams? No, they had their eyes set on the top. And you set your eyes on the top of the mountain. For decided exactly what you want. Exactly. And don't forget what I told you a while ago. When you decide, be careful because you're probably going to get it. So decide exactly what it is you want. 5, and here is a stumbling block. Dive in and get started. Dive in and get started. Remember that pile of pink tickets in there that need to be called, and you wash the curtains and scrub the floor and do everything else on the sun to keep from going there. Put your finger in that dial. And don't sit there and act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I have been there. She might say no. And you know how we dread it? Until we finally do it. And somebody says yes, and then you can't wait to get your finger back in that dial again. All right, dive in and get started. The hardest part about any task is getting started. So just force yourself to start and it'll happen. And once you set that one foot in front of the other, everything begins to gel. 6, dedicate yourself to accomplishing whatever it is that you begin. Don't quit in the middle. Don't stop until it's finished. This is an important part to success. It doesn't, whatever I start, it just absolutely eggs me to pieces until I finish it. And you must have that desire to finish what you start. And 7, determine that you're going to stick with it until it is achieved. Now, all that is not all that hard. It's really easy once you have a little formula. I found a beautiful little poem that sums up what I've said today, and it was Dr. Hartzell Wilson who wrote it. It's The Dimensions of Greatness. And he says, no one can know the potential of a life that is committed to win, with courage and the challenges it faces to achieve great success in the end. So explore the dimensions of greatness and believe the world can be won by a mind that is fully committed, knowing the task can be done. Your world has no place for a skeptic, no room for a doubter to stand, to weaken your firm resolution that you can excel in this land. We must have vision to see our potential, and faith to believe what you see, and courage to act with conviction to become what God meant us to be. So possess the strength and the courage to conquer whatever you choose. It's the person who never gets started who is destined forever to lose. And that's not you. God bless you, and remember, I'm counting on you to make this your miracle year, and it's going to happen.